Welcome into Wildcat Stadium here on the campus of Woods Cross High School for the 6A boys soccer semifinal between the Bingham Miners and the Herriman Mustangs. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here for today's semifinal match. We've got a good one coming up for you here today, and a rematch of a semifinal from a year ago between these two squads. Herriman won that 3-0 en route to the state championship game where they fell in penalty kicks to Layton. But this Herriman team is undefeated on the year, coming in 18-0, 12-0 in Region 4, the number one, or in Region 3, the number one seed out of that region. They boast Carter Johnson, who's been spectacular. 19 goals for the midfielder. Hayden Christensen, second on the team in scoring with 15. Needless to say, they can score in bunches. The Bingham defense going to have their hands full as we introduce Bingham. This is a team coming in the number 3 seed out of Region 4, but nice wins in this tournament, including a 2-0 victory over Riverton in the quarters to get to this point. They defeated Weber 3-1 in the opening round, that being the number 2 seed out of Region 1, and had a really fantastic year. The Miners looking really strong in the opening 2 rounds, but they're going to have to be, well, maybe have their best match of the year today to pull off what many would feel could be an upset. It's the Miners and the Mustangs with a trip to the state championship on the line. Is kickoff coming up next here on High School Rewind. The Bingham Miners in their road blue kits to start things off. A nice little change up there on the opening kick as the Miners possess here. Herriman in their home whites. Is this ball sent ahead over the head of the Miner Woolley, I believe it was. Is this ball sent ahead? The defensive Herriman will let that roll through and out. Franco again receives the throw in, deflects it out off the Bingham midfielder. This ball thrown in for Carver Houston. He'll drop with J.D. Myers. We didn't talk about Myers in our open. He's been a real stellar keep for Herriman this year, including in these playoffs, coming off a nice 7-0 victory over Davis. Another shutout for JD as Herriman has some trouble exiting the defensive zone. Howard with it here, plays near side with Woolley. Woolley turns inside, couple of Mustangs there. That one just poked away as Howard able to drop it back here for Taylor Davis. And then it is Herriman able to break it up and possess. As that ball played ahead by Fernandez. Alejandro Fernandez, a real good midfielder for Herriman, though Carter Johnson, the one that gets a lot of the pub, and deservedly so. Here's Bingham again with the possession. Woolley plays to the middle. An opportunity for a shot from 25 yards, and that one sails high off the foot of Ronaldo Rosner. Good start here for the Bingham Miners. It was a tough start in last year's semifinals. This ball headed out off Bingham. You mentioned that tough start in last year's semifinal. Herriman scored in the 3rd minute, the 20th, and then in the 34th they had a 3-0 lead at half that would end up being the final score. As this ball out of play again. That ball was thrown in for Johnson, and the foul there called on Carter as he's unsure of the call from our center. In play from Taylor Davis. This ball over the head of Spencer Tate as it's headed out by Herriman. Davis here throwing in up the line. Tate plays to the middle. That ball a little off the mark, but nice job coming through as Woolley. And then that ball punched away by Carter Johnson as the Miner defense retreats. Peacock able to play that back to his keep for the clear. Coming near side for Davis, but that ball out of play. Thrown into Houston. It's Fernandez with it. He'll drop this back with Myers. This ball sent ahead with Hayden Christensen. Bingham able to collapse down and win the possession back. As Howard sends the ball up the wing. Tate trying to get around the edge. Tate has a service opportunity into the box, the center, and that ball was deflected out by Herriman. We'll go to the flag with the Miners. From the corner, this ball in the box headed as Davis trying to get there, but he won't be able to track it down. Myers kick from the 6, takes a hop. Devenberg called off the troops. Bingham trying to play it up. Cross midfield, nice run put on here. I think that was Maverick Badillo. Nice work there by Howard. Tried in the box, and that one's still loose. And Herriman able to get the clear before Tate could catch up. Another shot from Howard, just misses wide. Myers back in place. We're through 6 minutes. Still no score here in the semifinal. The winner advancing to the state championship to play the Pleasant Grove Vikings. As Franco tried to play one outside, and that one will roll through out of play. Randall to throw in for Herriman, looking up the line. That ball headed to the middle, but right to the Miners is Howard able to keep with that. Nice job there, able to find Rosner to send it ahead, but Herriman trying to put that pressure, keep the pressure on here, as that ball was just beyond Carter Johnson. Johnson made the play, but Badillo able to recover momentarily as Mustangs and Miners come together there. This is Dallas May with it far side. Nice job shielding off Bingham. As this ball dropped back. And fantastic job coming up by Devenberg to win the ball for Bingham. Tate around a defender, has Woolley to his left. Tate tried to play to the middle, and that ball broken up by Fernandez. A couple of Miners come on the challenge as Davis trying to fend off Fernandez. Now, that ball sent back, and retreating will be Rosner for the Miners. Good, strong wind here at Woods Cross High School, coming right at the screen. The throw in. Sent back, Fernandez couldn't handle it. Nice job by his defense there to cover for him. As Bingham again wins it in the midfield. That ball tried to be sent ahead by Woolley, but went right to Herriman. As Badillo steps up there. Trading the possession here, Badillo again. Ball played to the middle with Rosner. To the middle. The wind maybe caught that one a little bit as Woolley giving chase, cut off there by the Mustangs. Ball thrown in, I think by Jackson Anderson. Tough to see some of these numbers. Excuse me, that was McQueen actually, as this ball tried to be cleared throughout for a throw in here from Herriman. McQueen to throw in for the Mustangs, looking up the line. Davis able to head it back up. Tate, the challenge there from Houston, and Herriman will play it out defensively. Davis to throw in for Bingham. Looking for an option as we are through 10 minutes played. Woolley centers. Myers didn't get it cleanly. He'll jump on it. J.D. Myers. Boy, great alert play by the Herriman keep to avert an opportunity from the Miners. This takes a high hop and then played back to the keep for Bingham. Rolled out to Devenberg. Davis plays to the middle with Howard, has to quickly touch that ball up. And that just a step beyond Braden Davis on the wing. Devenberg plays to the near side with Woolley. Davis. That ball headed to the middle. Tate able to possess. Trying to fend off Fernandez. Advantage ruled here. Bingham Still possessing, Woolley. Plays over with Howard, now wide. Left-footed shot from 26 yards. That one sailed wide, out of play. Foul called there as Herriman puts it in play. Fernandez maybe off the side of the foot. Myers has to come way out of the box to play it ahead. As Bingham able to step in front of that. Good defense by Peacock. But Herriman able to take it back. And then they give it back. Rosner up the sideline. Tate. Nice defensive play made there by Herriman. It'll be Bingham to the corner again. Ball sent in the box over the head and headed out by Herriman for a Bingham throw. That ball lifted up and out. Coming near side to Taylor Davis. That time running quickly out. Nice play there by Hermes. Here's Carter Johnson, plays one wide. Boy, and May just struggled to bring that down. Still caught up with it here. A shot deflected, and that one kept. Carter Johnson saying there was a handball. Our center not agreeing with him on that one. Is this ball thrown nearly to midfield as Tate had that ricochet off. Able to play with Devenberg now. Tried to touch it with Tate and gave it up to Herriman in the process. Coming up was Devenberg. It's Franco. And that one broken up by Howard, did a great job. Read that play back as Woolley was able to touch it around the defense momentarily. Couldn't keep it as this ball looking ahead for Christensen. As that ball deflected, will come back, and now a late whistle, the foul called on the Miners. Through 15 minutes here in our second 6A semifinal. Johnson from just inside, 50 yards, that ball punched up. Loose. And can't grab that with the hands. Wisely played it out as he was outside the box. Able to play it out for the throw-in as Isaac Chance and Colton Johnson come on the pitch for Herriman. This is Chance with it, trying to work around Davis, and that ball out off of Chance. That ball deflected off Tate, and it's Woolley tried to play it back to him. Nice stretch there by Houston from Herriman to play it to Fernandez as Bingham continues to put the pressure on. That ball rolled underneath Ayers as he'll drop it back here with Myers. Woolley was the nearest Miner. That ball headed up by Johnson. A little off target of his teammate as Bingham able to possess Howard now. A couple of Mustangs around him, able to play up, but just a step out in front as Randall plays it out off of Herriman. Howard. So now Devenberg looks ahead for Tate. Tate playing this ball outside, tried to touch it around the Herriman defense. And there was Fernandez again to play this ball out. Badillo still with it here. Boy, nice play made there by Herriman. I think that was Christensen making the play on the ball as Howard with it now. Quickly had to get rid of it before Christensen closed down. Here's Woolley with it. Again, just look at how quickly this Mustang defense collapses down as that ball played out by the defense of Chandler McQueen. Taylor Davis to throw in for Bingham. That one into the box. No Miner was immediately there, and then that ball cleared away before Rosner could gain possession and clear it. As a late whistle here, the foul called on Rosner, I believe. Ball takes a hop. And broken up. That ball unable to be kept in. Nice play by Rosner. That close. McQueen throwing in here. Johnson. Boy, nice job by Howard. Able to hassle him, but it is Colton Johnson with the possession here as Howard comes up. Force that ball away a little bit early. Now Carter Johnson, the shot in is high over the crossbar from 25 yards away. Santiago Hanks coming on here for Bingham. As Rothy plays this with his back line. Woolley tried to play that up and over, deflected off of the face of Woolley as Devenberg will play that ahead wide. Maybe with a step, look at the quick closing speed of Fernandez. Able to regain here for Herriman. As Fernandez looks up, trying for chance, defended well there by Bingham. As Woolley able to handle this. Davis will drop it back to his keep. Past the midway point here in our first half, still no score between Bingham and Herriman. As Badillo comes up and breaks that up. And out of play off of Herriman. Rosner giving a good fight here, and coming away with it is Devenberg. I thought he would, and then there's going to be the whistle as players hit the turf. Taylor Davis will take this kick. Curling in the box, and boy, I think that was headed out off Herriman. It was. We'll head to the flag. Oh no, my apologies, that was out off of Bingham. We had a foul in the box actually, so that one touchdown for Myers put in play. Is Bingham able to possess here? Well, until Christensen found himself with the possession. Fernandez now wide. Aiden Christensen with it. A little bit of time as he looks up the field with chance. Marked by Davis. Playing advantage here is this ball dropped back with Ayers. Johnson. That ball able to squirt through to Chance as he'll drop this back with his defense. Now Carver Houston with some time. Looking to send one ahead. That ball in between a couple of Mustangs and then momentarily punched away by Devenberg. Though it is still the Mustangs with the possession. Here's Johnson, Carter Johnson. We talked about him in our open. Tries for a ball in the box, and that just over the head of Isaac Chance as it rolls through and out. Nick Franco back on for Herriman as Merrill Davis has come on for the Miners. Davis marking Johnson there, and somehow Carter Johnson thought he was going to come away with it. Hard contact there by Davis. The call there from the center is the Bingham fans don't like that. Carter Johnson will take this kick for Herriman. On frame, and a nice job by Rothy, able to catch that. May have been Isaac Chance who tried to make the play with the header in the box, but it was too tall for him as this play tripped up by Hanks. Carter Johnson again from 44 yards out top of the box, headed out. Hanks and Johnson comes up. And the foul here. And Hanks here going to be shown the yellow. Hanks shown the yellow in the 26th minute. Colin Nielsen has come on for him. It'll be Carter Johnson from 41 yards out. This ball chipped and wide of the net. Bingham had a great start to this match. A lot of pressure, and in the last 10 minutes or so, Herriman has started to warm up to the task as this ball put in play to Devenberg. Got to be careful here as Herriman able to come away with it. Played to the middle with Carter Johnson. Trying to work around Hired, cuts through. Johnson, a great play to a wide open man in the box. Loose, the ball, just waiting for someone to do something. The clearance doesn't go, the shot deflected. And boy, thought Woolley was going to be able to gather it. He couldn't, as Herriman still on the possession here. McQueen trying to work around Nielsen. Good defense there as that ball deflected out off Bingham. A little bit of bend but don't break right now from Bingham as that throw-in headed out by Howard. As that ball deflected up and still in play here. As putting the pressure on there was Nielsen. As Ayers will play this wide. Badillo comes in to make a nice play. Howard tries to chip that over the top. As Myers coming up to the corner to gather. Devenberg will drop it back. Excuse me, that was, well, it was Andrew Devenberg, dropped it to Nathan Devenberg. Didn't realize there were two of them. Fernandez tried to chip that for Christensen, and Jaden Peacock missed a clearing attempt. His teammate able to take care of things. As Andrew Devenberg plays ahead here for Woolley. This ball sent on frame to Myers. Myers, well, a long ball, one hop, and it's into the other box, and this one headed out. My apologies, I've been saying Josh Woolley. It's actually Corbin Lawrence wearing number 8 today. Is this ball in the box? A roller that Rothy able to scoop up before Christensen could get a shot away. So my apologies to Corbin on that. This ball finally able to be cleared away by Andrew Devenberg. Bingham right now having to withstand some pressure. A lot of opportunities being generated by Herriman. Howard able to settle things down here on that far line. Nice play with Merrill Davis. Opportunity for Bingham. This ball sent ahead if Nielsen can get there, but it's beyond him. Myers able to handle it cleanly for Herriman. In the air, headed back up by Peacock. As Fernandez plays it wide. Looking for a run here from Chance. A one hop to Rothy as he'll throw it out near side with Taylor Davis. A little bit of space for him. Up the line now, Davis. That ball still in play. Tries to send one over the top for Nielsen, and his run cut off there by Carver Houston as it hops to Myers, who will throw it out other side with Carter Johnson. Trying to get around Howard. Force that kick long enough to allow his defense to come with the possession, but it's Carter Johnson winning it back in the midfield. Plays to the middle. Chance. Try to give it to Christensen. Now Johnson able to settle that. Looking for a chip for Christensen in the box. Headed out momentarily by Devenberg. As Chance possessing here, being forced back, and a great job by Lawrence, able to break that up. Opportunity for Bingham to counter if they can do so quickly. And played beautifully defensively by McQueen, and then taken down. And this is going to be a hard challenge. Our center reaching for his card, and Chandler McQueen petitioning, but he's going to be shown a yellow here in the 31st. Taylor Davis will take this kick for Bingham. Myers coming out, able to catch it cleanly. The flag was up anyway. Wouldn't have had an opportunity for Bingham as this ball rolling through. And the foul here called on Herriman with the grab. And here's Nathan Devenberg with it. He'll drop it back. That ball tracked well by Ross for Herriman. Chance. Boy, good challenge there from Devenberg. It'll be Bingham ball. Rosner and Hanks back on here for Bingham. As Christensen trying to work through a couple Miners and a whistle here from our center. Carter Johnson puts it in play quickly. He receives it back. Nice move. Johnson, the left-footed strike, and that is high. Rothy keeps it with that back line, and Howard's pass broken up here by Johnson. As Peacock able to play that ball out towards center. Nice spin move there by Fernandez, and then a beautiful challenge from Rosner as the crowds match each other's O's. And the foul here, called on the challenge from Ross. Davis again. Myers reading this, able to punch it out, and then cleared by Franco. Davis will try again. And Myers there to grab it off the one hop. Colin Nielsen, the nearest Miner. Still no score here in our 35th minute. As Peacock tries up the line, that ball finds Fernandez. That ball played away. Nice job there by Nielsen as that ball's beyond him, out of play. McQueen back on for Herriman here in our 35th. That ball to middle, and a late whistle here on the foul from Herriman. Taylor Davis again. Into the box, headed, and it's a Bingham goal! I think it was Colin. No, the flag was up. My bad, the flag was up. The play ruled offside. No goal. And what was a great opportunity for Bingham. Now you gotta gather quickly. That ball nearly left for McQueen. Able to get it with Taylor Davis. That ball played to the middle. Carter Johnson coming up, and he wins it. Johnson into the box. Devenberg able to play it out. Hanks, space for him. Now trying to work it up the line past Franco. Coming back with Hanks. Marked by Ross. Hanks able to get a step around him. Trying to the middle. Rosner able to play that back with Andrew Devenberg. Now far side with Nielsen, the center, and headed out momentarily. Bingham won't be able to get a shot off, as a nice job by Franco, able to play that ball out of the box. That one swung on and missed for the Bingham throw. Hanks headed to Devenberg, tried to play that around Fernandez, still with it. As this ball tried to be dropped back, and a whistle here, the foul called on Andrew Devenberg. Put in play by Myers. That over the head as Rothy will call off the troops and gather. Badillo tried to come around, but well, they rule out off Herriman. Here's Howard. Will come near side with Hanks. Hanks again trying to work around Ross. Fernandez was able to get Hanks off the ball, but Howard able to keep the possession here for Bingham. Now Davis. That one ricocheted off of him long, but possession kept by Andrew Devenberg as he gives it back to Davis, trying to work around Ross, and Ross there to play it out for Herriman. Cleared up by McQueen. Christensen's got to run. Now Johnson. And broken up, and the foul called. 35 yards out. Carter Johnson.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
A shot wide off the foot of Ross. The countdown on. There's the end of the first half. Good opportunities both ways, but keeps it been solid. No score here between the Mustangs and the Miners in the 6A semifinal. Second half underway here between Herriman and Bingham. The winner to advance to the 6A state championship. Couple nice challenges there. Sticking with it for Bingham was Andrew Devenberg. But it is Herriman winning the ball up ahead with Dallas May. And Devenberg there to play it out for Bingham. Johnson brings it to within 20 yards. Chipped it ahead for Christensen. He tries to center, but couldn't hit that squarely. This ball deflected out, and it'll be to the corner for Herriman. Carter Johnson from the corner. That ball over Rothy's head. It'll drift out of the backside of the box. Possessed by Fernandez. That ball unable to be kept in. Badillo will throw in here for Bingham. Nice piece of work there by Tate. Peacock surveying. That ball deflected by Davis, but went right to Herriman, and the foul called here on the Miners. Fernandez will touch that down. Tried to play it wide, but collapsing back was Santiago Hanks for Bingham. As the Miners sending this high, Tate off the head and out of play. Thrown in for Fernandez. Couple Miners there as he plays this near side. Randall ahead for Franco. Nice touch to Hermes. And then it's the Miners coming away with it. Defense by Peacock to gain the possession. And this ball played back. And that off the side of the foot, out of play. This ball thrown in. Randall carded in the 44th. This ball sent into the box. Myers going to give, well, token chase as that was outside the box. Cleared ahead. Howard heads it back to Badillo. Tate. This ball dropped for Howard. Now near side. Davis, and played out by Herriman. Sent to the top of the box. Tate sizing up a left-footed shot, and that is high, out of play. This ball played wide by Johnson. Looking for a run here from Tate if he can catch up to it. And that ball I thought deflected out off Herriman. I think that's to the flag. It will be a corner for Bingham. Bingham trying to put this in play quickly, looking backside. That ball headed down. A shot, and it's sent high. Boy, an opportunity for Hanks, but he missed. Substitution for the Miners. Corbin Lawrence back on here for Bingham. Ball headed up by Johnson. Rosen able to play it back and then send over the top, but this well over the head of any Bingham forward as Myers will be able to gather. That ball was trapped by Christensen, and it is the Miners that come away with it. Drop back with Peacock as he looks ahead. McQueen able to stick that one in the air, is headed back here by Houston for Herriman. Long kick from Myers that takes a hop. And the high kick there, the call. This ball touched down, put in play quickly. Davis has some room in front of him as Herriman racing to get back in position. Sent wide here for Lawrence. Lawrence turns in, shot deflected. It didn't make it through. That was Houston, I think, that stood in the way of that one as Herriman sends it up the field. And headed out of play there by Devenberg. Thrown in. Franco, maybe thinking shot. That ball didn't make it through. Tries to center, another deflection by Badillo, who went to the turf to make the play. Now he's able to lead a charge here for Bingham. Can they counter? Davis played back to the middle. Lawrence has to retreat, but he does have the possession despite a couple of Mustangs being around him. Here's Tate, a little bit of space, and that shot deflected. It's one of the things about Herriman. They do a great job of blocking shots and make things easier for J.D. Myers, though he certainly has to do his part. Badillo tried to play ahead for Tate. Nice job by McQueen there. Is that ball still in play? As Hermes couldn't get it up the pitch. There's a little bit of thunder behind us, and we've got a call here. A foul called on Bingham. Myers will put this in play for Herriman. This ball in the box. Headed up and handled. That ball out off of Herriman. Thrown in, but right to the Mustangs as this ball played up by Franco. And a whistle here. I think we're going to have a stoppage for weather, I believe. Set the timer, lightning in the area. We will pause here. 31:20 left on the clock. No score in the 6A semifinal. All right, we are good to go. 49th minute after a weather delay, lightning in the area. It is gone. The cloud's still dark. A little bit of precipitation, nothing too severe. A random drop here and again. Still no score here between Bingham and Herriman. In the 6A semifinal, the winner advancing to play Pleasant Grove for a state championship is a takedown there on the far side. The call here against Herriman. A long kick here for the Miners. Served in the box. Myers coming out, able to punch it out. The flag was up on the play as that would have been defended by Herriman anyway. We mentioned in the first half a gust that was coming at the screen. Now it's going away from your view. Is this ball deflected out by Bingham? Randall the throw in. He'll do so with his defense. Ethan Ayers. One of the things that's going to be interesting is how do these two teams come out after that bit of a delay? The type of energy, does that enthuse them? Maybe give them a bit of a break? Is this ball deflected out by Davis of Bingham? Herriman throws in, back with Carter Johnson trying to work around Tate. Nice, oh, and a late whistle on the defense there of Devenberg. Fernandez will put this in play for Herriman. This ball chipped into the box, headed out by Bingham. The clear, missed, the shot deflected off of the back of Taylor Davis as that ball played away by Bingham. This ball sent out of play. Headed to the middle, coming up is Johnson, and Bingham able to get there defensively to play it away. There's another deflection, this time by Devenberg. That ball dropped by Braden Davis, tried to come back to Davis. A nice slide tackle there by Andrew Devenberg. As Herriman trying to find the possession here, they play wide. Trying to get around the angle, and there's Taylor Davis to make a tackle. Nice sliding tackle there by Taylor Davis as Bingham plays it out. Thrown in for Johnson. It's just beyond him, and it's the Miners coming away with it. Can they counter? Played near side. This is Braden Davis. Tried to go back to the middle. Broken up there by Fernandez, and a call here on the challenge. And looked like we're going to get a card here. Braden Davis given a yellow here in the 53rd. Myers will put this in play. Ball inside the box, over the head, and boy, I think punched, no. Rothy didn't get it. It'll be a goal kick here for Bingham. A great kick from J.D. Myers. Far side. Ball sent ahead. Oh, Herriman able to gather with their defense. Near side. Randall tried to play to the middle. And Bingham there to play it out from the top of the box. Nice ball here up the line. in stride. This ball sent, and Myers, boy, that one had some English on it as he comes out, dives, still loose. And now the defense of Herriman able to play it away. Myers upset there was no call as there was contact in the box. We play on here. The Miners still with the possession. As this ball going to be in front of Nielsen, and it will be escorted out of play by Herriman. Myers will put this in play from the 6. Christensen, some contact on the previous challenge that Bingham would have appreciated being called. That send ahead broken up by Randall. As Tate finding himself with the possession far side, sends the ball long, but beyond any teammate and out. Myers again. This ball tried to be played to Devenberg. Herriman able to come up. That one just long off the foot of Franco. Bingham on the attack again. Here's Nielsen with it. Nielsen centers, and that ball in front of Tate. A shot here that Myers able to handle off the bounce. Good look there by Rosner. As that ball from Myers will roll out. Just like they did to start the match, Bingham with some nice pressure here coming out of that weather delay. There's a nice job there by Alejandro Fernandez to break it up for Herriman. His long ball tracked by Badillo. Sent back out to center as Colton Johnson trying to get around. Excuse me, Carter Johnson. I knew when I said it that was wrong. This ball able to be kept in play there by Nielsen. But it is the Mustangs that had the possession, and then it's Bingham coming away with it. Rosner. Tate able to keep this in play. Trying to play back to Rosner, broken up. A hard challenge there. As Randall hit the turf, came up looking for a call. Hayden Christensen couldn't play through the defense there of Howard. As in our 58th minute here. And that ball broken up by Randall. And then a call here on Randall on the challenge as he came up on Badillo. Around the tree through the hole, Taylor Davis had to knot up the laces as he puts this in play from across midfield. Myers coming out, punches it out as he'll retreat back to in goal. Badillo, this is wide. This ball headed back, Herriman trying to give chase. Badillo trying to fend off defenders and then finally cleared away for the Miners by Devenberg. Back in play quickly here for Herriman. And a nice job breaking that up by Bingham. We mentioned slick conditions here, a turf surface as that ball cannot be possessed by Nielsen. Franco plays to Carter Johnson. Back to Johnson. Boy, good idea. Trying to get that to Chance. Now they'll get it to Chance. Good touch up ahead to May. May to center. And good defense on the backside by Davis to play it out and break it up. We head to the flag. A corner for the Mustangs. In the air, headed, and that one sent just wide, well wide by Isaac Chance. Brayton Davis comes back on here for Bingham. This ball sent to that far side over with Lawrence. Boy, marked a couple of Mustangs there. Lawrence able to work around a pair of them and then finally played away. Ball headed to the middle. Jones trying to give chase for Bingham. And it is Rosner coming away with it for Bingham. Tried to play back near side to Davis, broken up there by Randall for Herriman. Dallas May able to settle things down. This ball deflected to center. Carter Johnson, marked by Howard. Trying to get around. And a nice tackle put on there by Andrew Devenberg, and then, well, never mind, a whistle. And this called back on the challenge of Howard, just to clarify. Bingham fans still not happy with that whistle. Randall trying to get around, and there's Maverick Badillo to play it out. Brennan Ross back on here for Herriman. Is that ball thrown in, back with Ayers. Looks for one ahead. Headed into the box, and Rothy able to come out and gather it. I think it was Colton Johnson that was in the box there. As Tate trying to give chase here for Bingham. As far side, that was Ross looking up the line. Deflection defensively there for Bingham by Taylor Davis. Throwing in here for Carter Johnson. Nice touch to center and a call here, and may get a card. Yes, we will. Spencer Tate booked here in the 65th. Santiago Hanks came on here for the Miners. As again, after initial Bingham pressure after the weather delay, Herriman given a couple opportunities here. Put in play over with Johnson. Carter marked there. And a nice job by Bingham to play it out. Quick challenge put on there for Bingham by Andrew Devenberg will force this ball back. Looking up, and there was Andrew Devenberg to break it up. Franco plays near side to Randall. Looking up for May. Randall looking for service, and that ball tracked the entire way by Nathan Devenberg. A nice play back to Andrew if he can get it ahead. Davis giving chase for Bingham, but cut off by the defense there of Ethan Ayers, and J.D. Myers able to send it back across center for Herriman. Looking for a run from Dallas May, broken up there by Nathan Devenberg for Bingham. The Devenbergs, we've called their names a lot. Andrew and Nathan have both been solid today for Bingham. Really, this entire lineup for Bingham has played an impressive match. Staying here with the undefeated #1 Herriman Mustangs as that ball broken up by Bingham. A throw in here for Christensen. Deflected on the clear, and now Rothy. Boy, if May's on that quicker, he may have a real good look for Herriman. Rothy able to regather. This ball sent ahead, looking the way of Lawrence, but it goes right to the Mustangs. Randall was looking ahead, broken up there by Peacock, and gave it right away. This ball sent ahead. Franco. That ball deflected off of Davis to the middle of the field, and now it's Hayden Christensen sending it ahead wide here. Taylor Davis able to break that up, and a handball call. Getting to a point where time becoming a premium. Our first 6A semi of the day, Pleasant Grove, American Fork. That one a goal scored after the 70th minute. Can Bingham do so here? A shot that's wide off the foot of Braden Davis. J.D. Myers in play quickly. Herriman trying to capture Bingham out of range, and that played out off of Herriman. Merrill Davis coming on here for the Miners, the sophomore. Wearing number 5 back on as he finds it in his possession here. We'll switch it. Coming back for Davis, that's Braden, but beyond him, out of play. Herriman throwing in, that ball headed to center by Carter Johnson. Off the wrong side of the foot, and now Hayden Christensen able to get it back going the right way. Ball sent ahead, but beyond its intended target. I believe that was Chandler. It wasn't Chandler McQueen. We'll get a name on that. That deflected, and there's the call. It was a handball. Put down quickly here by Herriman. That ball skipping through to the middle. And that ball between a couple of Mustangs. Trying to keep this ball in, able to do so. Drop back with Randall. Franco, boy, man on quickly. Good pursuit coming back defensively there from Hanks. In our 70th minute, Johnson trying to chip one up and over the top. And Rothy able to capture it. As Herriman shielded off, may have been Taylor Davis again. Looks for a ball up the line intended for Merrill Davis, but beyond him, out of play. It is thrown in here for Bingham. Andrew Devenberg with it, plays wide. Over with Lawrence. And the challenge there put on by Ross, and they say out off of Bingham. Boy, Carter Johnson with a hard foul on Howard, and they've been tight today. It's been a good matchup. The call here on Johnson. Coach Mitchell did not like that call, and now our center going to go and talk with him. Very emphatic in his dislike, and now shown the yellow. Coach Mitchell in the books here in our 72nd. This ball sent in the box, and it is sent wide. Franco able to track it down for Herriman. Sends one up the line, out of play. Colin Nilsson back on for Bingham here.
Bingham substitution number 8.
Howard looking on the throw. In for Merrill. And that ball out off Herriman again. Touch back to Davis and out of bounds off Herriman. He'll throw in quickly back to Badillo. Try to get one from Hermes quickly as Herriman plays it out. Badillo appears to be okay. He was not happy with what he felt was a cleats up tackle put on there by Herriman. Some of the Bingham fans also letting our center know their opinion on some of these tackles. That ball gets through. The clearance shy, and there Carter Johnson able to play it back up toward the midfield. Boy, big play made there by Andrew Devenberg as Herriman nearly had an opportunity to counter, and nice job breaking that one up. As Lawrence almost able to sneak past this Herriman defense. Challenge at midfield. Lawrence plays with Howard. Couple possessions here in the midfield, and the trip there will get the call. The call here, a foul called on Hermes. Taylor Davis will try from just shy of 50 yards out. Nice chip, headed out of the box. Boy, right to Jones. The roller, J.D. Meyer is able to scoop it up off the foot of Merrill Davis. Over the head of Devenberg. As Bingham able to possess, this ball sent wide. Lawrence will have to retreat a little bit to keep this in play, and with the Miners. Working through a couple of Mustangs, and Herriman coming away with it. Johnson here. His send ahead broken up momentarily as Devenberg again coming up. Players from both teams hit the turf, and we play on here. Brian Jones sends one ahead. That time Nielsen tried to shield off the defender, but it rolled through to Herriman. This one maybe a little bit of a misplay, and boy, a big save there from Nathan Devenberg. Maybe took one up high, but it was an important take. Davis looking up. Nielsen trying to get there. Franco, excuse me, it wasn't Franco. That was Ayers on the defense, and here the foul called on Bingham as Nielsen was putting too much pressure on. Myers sends it right back down, 75th minute. And again, it's Nathan Devenberg coming up with it for the Miners. That ball too long for him to keep the possession. Couple runs in the box here for Herriman if they can get a service. Nice pressure there by Davis, and that ball will roll out. We head to the flag here with the Mustangs. Carter Johnson, the corner, headed out by Taylor Davis. Boy, racing back is Nielsen. He's able to play that out. Great job by the forward, Nielsen, to come back and force the throw in for Herriman. As Johnson able to find Christensen, but the Mustangs will drop it back with their defense. Again, played out by Bingham. That ball went right to the Miners. The deflection finds Johnson. Here's Fernandez, a shot that is, I think, wide of the frame. Gavin Miles comes on here for the Miners, and tell you what, Alejandro Fernandez, a good look there for Herriman. Just off frame. Herriman, boy, had the possession. They still have the possession. A shot here. Oh boy, and a big play made by Rothy to deflect that out. Herriman putting some good pressure on here late in regulation. A low kick, and that one cleared out of the box. Herriman still looking to get a shot. I think this is Christensen with it. Nice sliding tackle, but it is, excuse me, that was Hermes as this ball played out by Herriman. We will have a goal kick for Bingham. Rosner comes back on the pitch here for Bingham, 78th minute. That ball able to be kept in play, but Rosner able to track it down. He sends one ahead, defended by Randall, but Rosner still with it. Boy, and I think he tried to touch one ahead for Brian Jones, but just didn't quite get enough. Kind of that awkward in between. And a chance averted. Here's Carter Johnson with his Rosner rushing back, plays one up the far line. Coming over is Taylor Davis to tap it out. Rosner with the challenge, and again the play out and deflected out off Herriman. This ball headed up by Lawrence and out. Boy, collision. There's a couple players again, one from each side went down. That boy tried to switch and right off the chops of Christensen. Inside of 1 minute remaining here in regulation, Spencer Tate back on the pitch for Bingham, one of their leading scorers. If they can get an opportunity late. Instead, it's Herriman. Christensen, a nice challenge there from Devenberg. As able to track that down. Davis makes a nice play. Bingham with the possession. And it's Devenberg through one Mustang, looks for one ahead. That one squirted underneath. Lawrence going to be late to get up there as Herriman able to drop it back here with Myers. He sends one high up that far side. Johnson to center. Looking a ball ahead for Hermes. Clock inside of 15 and a nice defensive play made by Peacock. Boy, if you're Herriman, closing seconds running down here, they're not going to get a shot off. There's regulation. No score here in the 6A semifinal. We head to overtime between Bingham and Herriman. Start of our first overtime. No score between Herriman and Bingham. Golden goal situation. Here's Dallas May with it. Boy, good passing here. This one sent wide, still in play. Is tracking it down, and that far side is Herriman. Tried to center and sent out of the box there by Devenberg. And it's Lawrence leading a potential counter here for Bingham as he awaits for resources. Davis tried to step through defenders and played out by the Herriman defense, primarily Carver Houston. That ball cleared away immediately. Miles there for Bingham. Sends the ball back up. Franco able to head it up. A couple of challenges and this ball out of play. Davis receives it back after taking the throw. Howard looks up for Lawrence. And just enough there to send that ball ahead. Is Johnson still down here for Herriman? A couple challenges and the foul here called on Bingham. Myers puts this in play. And headed back up by Taylor Davis. There's Fernandez. Plays near side with McQueen. Carter Johnson sends one over, and stepping up is Gavin Miles as he plays this ahead for Tate. Lawrence comes up to break it up, trying to get past a couple Mustangs, and the last man able to break it up. But Davis still on the attack here. Myers coming out, and he'll play it well out of the stadium. Davis will throw in here for Bingham. Does so to Lawrence. Tries for service, and that beyond the end line, out of play. Lawrence couldn't keep it. Couldn't bring it down to his feet. Is Herriman able to play this ball ahead? Here's Carter Johnson. Johnson up the middle. Got to be careful here. Carter Johnson, the shot, and it's Carter Johnson. The game winner coming in the 84th minute. The Herriman Mustangs advance to the 6A state championship. What a match. We mentioned a rematch of last year's semifinal. The Bingham Miners did a fantastic job really scrapping in this match and took it to overtime, but it was the state's leading scorer, Carter Johnson, and just can't allow him that much space through the midfield. An absolute rocket from 20 yards out. And Carter Johnson propels the Herriman Mustangs back to Rio Tinto, where they will face off against Pleasant Grove Thursday evening to try to win the first ever Utah 6A state championship. Our man of the match, we're going to give it to Carter. The game-winning goal coming in overtime. A number of guys that we could have, but a game winner, that's a pretty easy call. Congratulations to Carter Johnson and the Herriman Mustangs and the Bingham Miners on a fine year. Made a great run in this state tournament. But come up short here in the semifinal against the #1 team and undefeated Herriman Mustangs. The Herriman Mustangs defeat Bingham 1-0. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on High School Rewind.